Rock and roll Chicago, rock and roll Chicago, my hometown. Well, I was born in the city, gonna rock the city, Chicago. Chicago rock and rollers are the best here around.
Welcome back, everybody. It's episode 2 of the Rock and Roll Chicago podcast.
I'm Paul Martin.
I'm Ray the Roadie. Thanks to everybody for all your great comments and your emails from our episode 1 with the Dancing Noodles. We really appreciate it.
Let's give it a listen now to episode 2 with Five Guys Named Moe. Hey, this is Paul Martin.
It's Ray the Roadie. We're here in beautiful Crete, Illinois. Meeting up with some of our friends, the Five Guys Named Moe. We got Jose Rivera, and we got Bob Muraida.
Awesome.
I got it right. Yeah. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, man.
Good. Good to see you.
Awesome. Good to be seen.
Good to be seen and viewed.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, tell us first about how the band got started. You know, well, and when, where, who, and
well, it's a little bit of a story. I always lived on Forest. At the time, I was married to my second wife, and our neighbors are producers for a Catholic cabaret benefit to fundraiser for their parish, and had a cabaret night where they had all these. Every classroom had a theme, and then in the gymnasium, the big auditorium, they had a big cabaret show where people would come volunteer and do a floor show. And what happened was that they were all directors of this cabaret, and so to volunteer, I don't want to be a director. How about if I just took friends together, we'll jam some tunes and just hold a room over it, so it's a holding room, so they could rotate people through that cabaret show.
Okay, sure.
So I said, okay, we'll do that. So we learned 12 songs. I called him, Bob, right away. Got a couple guys, and we ended up having 6 guys. We still called ourselves Five Guys Named Moe. And drove people nuts, you know. And the thing was that we got the cab. We learned 12 songs. Now the thing was, they do 12 songs like it's a little speakeasy type layout. We even called it the Gaslight Club. Now I'm a room director. I have to direct the room.
Now, what year was it?
It was 87, something like that.
88. Okay, yeah.
And we did the 12 songs and said, well, good night, we'll be on break with the back, but people wouldn't leave. And there were people waiting outside to get in.
That's awesome.
And the guy says, well, dude, you only know 12 songs. We don't care, play them again. And so we did, you know, and people wouldn't leave. We did it for 2 nights, you know. And at that point, I turned to the guys, I said, boys, I think we got something here, you know.
Yeah.
So that said, well, here's the deal, you know.
Yeah.
We're going to do this, and this, but either tell me now you can do it or you don't want to do it, because don't tell me your wife don't want you to do it. Don't tell me at my job I got a job. Don't tell me any of this. We all got jobs, but don't waste my time, because I'm going to go out there and promote the band, and I'm going to book the dates.
Right.
And so everybody came on board, and one guy backed out, which was audible. I give him credit for it, and we just started playing, and we started playing at, we did St. Christopher's Fiesta. That was a launching pad for us. The Edge, or the Corsies, was a launching pad for us.
Corsies, sure, yeah.
So there were several of those, but you know, Conley's, we were there, you know, Marco's, whatever that was.
Corsies was the Edge, wasn't it?
Well, Corsies, then it was the Edge.
Yeah.
So you still doing those same 12 songs?
We're doing one of the songs out of that group. Yeah, we are, as a matter of fact. Robert Cray's Nothing But a Woman, because it has the horns in it, and I love Robert Cray too, so it just kind of works out. It's out. We also recorded it on we have 3 CDs we recorded over the time, and so we're in our 32nd year of Undetected Crime, so it's been great, you know.
That's awesome.
Still fun.
A little sidebar to this Catholic church gig that we did. We got tapes of it. We sounded horrible. We were terrible. But we had fun. The funny part about it is that somehow, you know, over the course of time, you know, memories have a funny way of bubbling up and changing around. But the way I remember it, again, we played the same 12 songs. Well, we only had room for maybe 30 people in the room. People started lining up outside our room in order to get in. We served beer. That was the other thing. We had beer.
Yeah, we served beer, so that helped.
You know? Sure. So it got to the point where 3 people would leave, you'd let 3 people in.
Right.
Now, people got so hammered up listening to these Save 12 songs in St. Damian's School, in the classrooms, because they were in the classrooms where this was.
Right.
The beams were open with the, open beams, and people were grabbing on, standing up on the kids' desks
Really?
grabbing onto the beams
Dancing and stuff.
hanging from the beam.
That's why I turned around and said, boys, I think we have something here.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought, wow, that's pretty weird.
So we just kept going, and I aggressively pursued booking the band, and it just worked out. You know, I treat it as a business. You know, it's not that, hey, dude, I got a band. It's not that. He said, this is what we do. This is what we can offer. This is the songs, kind of stuff we do. And at the time, as you know, we interact with the crowd. We're very animated on stage.
Right.
We entertain as much as we play the music, and the fact that we all were having so much fun on stage too, made everybody could see that. So it was a nice gel of all those three elements. They really put it together.
I know you guys are one of the hardest working bands around, you know?
Yeah, we still
How often are you playing a month?
Well, it depends. We were doing over 110 shows a year at one time. And I backed it down to 100. Now, the last 2 years, I came down to like 70, 75, maybe 80 times.
That's still quite a bit.
But very selective what we're doing now. We don't have, just because we do this because we have to. It's because we like to.
Right.
And that's the difference. And I think that makes our longevity, and our fans, the Moe heads, continue to come out to see us. I call it Moeology. It's part of Moeology. Everything Moe, like we all have our Moe names on stage.
Right.
So it's just all part of that genre. And then T-shirts selling.
When a new guy comes in the band, it's like giving birth. They don't get to pick their own name. We get the name.
Oh, you picked it.
They don't
Oh,
get to
really?
say it, no.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
We had a guy, we called him Lawn Moe one time, and he didn't like that. Okay? And he actually called the hotline. We used to have a hotline, and he left a message. Hey, I like you guys. You guys are really good. Love the band. The band's just smoking hot. Love you. But you got to change that guy's name. Lawn Moe. That doesn't work. And he went, okay. And I knew who it was. Okay, Charlie, I know that's you, I said. So that kind of thing. So it was all good fun. All part of the fun.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I like the name Pokemo myself.
Well, Pokemon. We've had a lot of guys. We've had Thermo, Eskimo, just plain Moe, Gimme Moe, Itty Bitty Moe, Little Moe, Whammo, John Devlin.
Yeah.
We call him, he said in with us, we call him See-No Moe. And he was cool with it. It was all part of all the fun.
Right.
And people went, oh, but then after that, it was all cool.
Well, that brings me to what the band is now, and who's in the band, and how you brought it to be to where it's at right now.
With the guys?
Yeah, with the guys.
With the guys I had, and we've had a lot of guys come through the band over the 32 years. So I think, but the nucleus has been the same. It's been Bob, myself, and Jerry for the time. Jerry Burns when he was Geronimo.
Right.
And that's been the nucleus of it. Then Jerry left and did his thing, and we brought a couple other guys in. Alan was one of them. Alamo. And as he is now, he's filling in again. Oddly enough for Jerry again, since Jerry's left the band a second time. Alan's come in a second time. So it's like deja vu.
And how appropriate is Groundhog Day?
Yeah, it is kind of a Groundhog Day thing. But the thing about it is the guys we've had in the band over the years have all worked out, and for one time or another. The problem that we had turnover is because we work so much.
Right.
And they just can't do all those gigs that we do all the time. We've been very blessed to be able to do the gigs that I book just because we're able to do it, because of work schedules and that kind of thing. That makes it tough. So that also shows the love for it,
Well, you guys, the current lineup you've had for a little while now, besides Jerry leaving.
Right.
You've had Frank, and you've had Paul with you for a number of years.
We're having Paul Townsend and Frank Capek. Just saying the name Frank Capek alone, everybody knows what that means. And,
Sure.
And what credentials he brings to the band, both guitar-wise and vocally, for that matter. Paul, his credentials, a Berklee School of Music guy, graduate.
Right. I noticed that on your website that he went to Berkeley, right?
Yeah.
Played with the Pumpkins for a little bit there.
A lot of people, yeah.
That's awesome.
You know who was in his graduating class when he went to Berkeley? McCartney's drummer, that big dude.
Oh, yeah.
From McCartney, he went to Berkeley.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And Frankie, we know came from the Kind.
Yeah.
Originally,
Kind and Lovecraft. He was in that too.
Lovecraft, right? And
Who else did he play with? He played with who's that other guy?
Backstreet.
Yeah.
go back to sure. Well, everybody knows the love Cherry Nato. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great
Lonesome
band.
City Kings he played with.
Yeah. Great band.
And I see Paul played with JP and the Cats. Huh?
Yeah, he sent him with JP and the Cats. That was another wacky band.
Yeah, it was a crazy. I love the band.
Oh, I know JP, long time.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I got an opportunity to play a couple of gigs with them.
Oh my God, that's
it was very fun.
He plays a pocket trumpet too.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Yeah. I found his horn one time. We were at the Key Western, and he left his trumpet there. How he did that, I don't know. And so I knew it was. So I called him. I said, "Hey, you missing something?" What? I got your horn. He goes, oh my God, I know, I was going nuts. I said, it's going to cost you. Just kidding, of course, but I got his horn back to him and all was good. But still, that's got to be terrifying.
Now you said you had some CDs, right? You've done some CDs. Is it cover material? Is it original material?
We have, our first CD was all the first, we did it on 94, was all cover material with Jerry and before Frank. And it was about maybe 15 tunes or so on there. And then the second CD was all original.
Oh, okay.
It's all originals that we wrote and called it M&R Rush Moe. Okay.
I've got that one.
Yeah, so it's all originals and have our faces on the album cover. M&R Rush Moe. So that's how it kind of worked out. And then the last one was with Jerry and the Planet that you guys know of, with everybody, to just promote the band and show the cover tunes we do, and do a little compilation of all those tunes on there, just to give prospective people want to hire us an opportunity to hear what we do.
Right.
A little bit of without having to listen to the whole song. And then if you want to hear the song is played in its entirety after the compilation. And that's worked out really well for us.
Didn't you guys just do a song for the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum?
We did with Rob and everybody, Rivera. It was really nice of them to offer us to do that. What the thing was, it was that he put this CD together of like, I don't know how many bands is on it, but through the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum, I guess in Joliet, correct?
In Joliet, right.
And, so he put us on there, but it had to have a Chicago tie to it, the song that you played on there. And ours was LA Woman off our very first album, you know, and that has the Doors connection to it.
Right,
you know?
right. You got Ray Manzarek.
Manzarek, right.
Now, do you use that recording or did you make a new recording?
No, we actually used that recording.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, because we haven't done this song in a long time. And so, but with that said, now that's on this CD, we're going to relearn that tune and we're going to start putting it back in the repertoire for the show.
Let's give that a listen.
Topless bars, never saw a woman
that sounded really good. I mean, was that you singing?
Yeah.
Was that see?
Yeah.
Much younger voice.
Yeah. It is. It is. But with this band, we had everybody was a lead vocalist in their own right, and Bob's got tremendous vocals as well, and people compliment him all the time as much, and the harmonies, as you guys know, is really big for us. 3 and 4 part harmonies was kind of our staple.
So how many shows you see yourselves doing this year?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Well, I'll tell you what was planned and what we're actually looking at right now. Okay, I was hoping to do like about 65, 70, but it's looking more like 80 is going to happen.
Really?
If I'm not careful, so I feel, hey, can we book you?
What
I'll
do you
look
mean
in
if
the
you're
book.
not careful? What do you mean? That's a good thing.
No, because we also want to have some time with the families and stuff like that. You need some time with some kind of a break too.
Sounds like the Five Guys Named Moe are coming on stage.
No pictures, please. No pictures. Okay. No, but I think if I can keep it to that 70, I'll be happy. I'm not sure if I can get there or not. I'm trying to just keep it down and being a little more selective as to where we go. We're very blessed in that respect that we can pick and choose where we want to play, and a lot of guys don't have that luxury, and we consider ourselves blessed to be able to do that. We don't take it for granted. Trust me.
You have some favorite places you like?
Well, of course, CD and Me. I love playing there. That's our favorite. But there's all kinds of great clubs. We play Leroy's in Indiana, which is a lot of good time. The only problem is there's smoke there, so that's kind of a problem. But it's still a lot of fun. Just all over the place.
Cousins and Tinley Park.
Cousins and Tinley is always a good.
I just like to play there because I think
it's small, intimate,
I think we sound really
and you're
good
real close to people, and the magic happens. And there, the Moe heads come out in force.
I saw you were just at a Tinley Park magazine, or what?
Yeah, we're in Tinley Live. It's a website that's dedicated to live music within the Tinley Park area, and we're the featured artists this month of February.
Awesome.
Thanks to Mr. Music, who runs that website, and that's TinleyLive.org is the actual thing for that. We've got it listed on our websites and our Facebook sites as well.
Good.
So yeah, that's very good honor. We're very happy they did that. It's very nice.
Going back to the club scene, what do you see the differences between then and now?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, well,
because as you know,
the club scene now sucks.
It's because Paul's loaded, that's why.
Well, it is, but it's not like it was. The bands don't get paid the kind of money they do. The venues aren't that good. Backing tracks are everywhere on bands.
I hate that.
It's just and the venues themselves aren't music friendly venues or band friendly venues, for lack of a better term. And you again, you might get in trouble for this, but the problem is that some of these venues rely solely on the band for a draw. And that's not how it works. It's a team sport. It's 50-50. When we go in the club, and I'm booked a club, and we go in there, and the help start going, "Oh, you guys would love to have you here. Good to have you. I hope you got a lot of people coming." I hear that. I know we're in trouble.
Right.
And my response is, "Well, my people are coming. Are yours?"
Yeah.
Okay. Because I promoted the crap out of this gig. Did you? And our name's not even on the marquee. I put posters up. They get torn down. They don't put them back up. They don't tell me they need more ones. Promotion doesn't rest. You have to promote. Promotion.
I'm with you 100%.
Why does Budweiser advertise? Why does Coke advertise?
Right.
Because they have to. And why don't your band or the venue have to do that? The build it and they will come, it does not exist.
Right.
And that's the biggest mistake that these venues make.
We were looking in some of the websites where there was bands at Harlow's and Haywire's. Places we're talking Thirsty Whale.
Beginnings.
4, 5, 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
I mean, so Monday you see off Broadway at a club, and you go,
I blame cell phones. I blame the internet. I blame all that stuff because you can download Google Tunes, iTunes, all that stuff. You got it with you, Spotify, and again, it's another generation, guys. The millennials and even the one before that, Generation X.
Right.
I mean, they're in there boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, chicka boom, and club music and stuff, and I get it. I get that whole thing. But with that said, Chicago being a hub for music, so much of a hub for music and live music, whether it be blues or rock, I think we've lost some of that, and I think it's only because the people who build these venues put their heart and soul, all their money into it just to get it built, but have no way of sustaining a cash flow to sustain it. or be able to produce the kind of cash flow to keep it float, to keep it going. And again, it comes down to promotion, clientele, and of course, location.
Exactly.
Okay, that is the big deal. Guys, this is a business. Yeah, I wish it wasn't, but it is. It's like sports or anything else. It's a business.
Absolutely.
And that's a sad part. Forget it. You don't get a dressing room. You don't get a deli tray. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Count your blessings. You got a gig tonight. You're playing with your friends. To be able to do this continue, especially for as long as we've done it, like the Noodles and M&R Rush, guys. We're very blessed to be able to do it this long. Guys, get the right on to do what we're doing on a weekly basis. Even the fact that as often as we play, we don't take that for granted, man. Not one bit. You can't. Once you take it for granted, you're done. You're done. So, but the dough has gone down, and again, it's just nature of the beast,
Right, but I guess you gotta have your blood in order to keep playing.
Oh, for sure.
Keep doing it, right?
Oh, for sure.
Which I know both of you do.
Yeah, absolutely, just like you guys do.
Yeah, it's not putting food on the table. It's something you enjoy to do and you're willing to do.
For some of us, it is.
No, you're right.
But that's also part of the deal. It's your job. You're a professional musician,
Right.
Okay, that's what goes with that territory. And like you said before, like Carlos or Cheap Trick played, and those guys did their due. That's what they did too.
Everybody did.
So they did that tour thing. That everybody in a van and let's go with the trailer pulling behind you.
Everybody started in the basement or garage.
Whatever. Yeah, So it's all part of that. But again, you come back to count your blessings, man. And thank God that we can still do this after all these years and to gain the notoriety we have. And God, I even say we get, people, hey, we can recognize. Oh my God, look at SloMoe. That kind of thing. That's pretty funny at some point. There was a time when it got kind of old. And the family got a little upset about that.
Yeah.
Let's take a picture. Let's do. You sign this. That kind of thing. Although you appreciate it, but to the family, to your children and your wives, your spouse, and relatives, it can get kind of old sometimes.
That's true.
And that's the other side too with family and cutting down the shows. Now you can do the family functions on weekends. Weddings, birthdays, that kind of thing that you missed earlier years. You weren't be able to be a part of. Yeah. So that's also part of why we want to cut it down and make ourselves available and be selective where we pick and who and when we play.
Now you're doing it with the grandkids.
Now we're doing it with the grandkids, yeah. And that's cool too because we go to grandparents' day, I walk in the room and our teachers are Moheads. They go, oh my God, that's your grandfather? And they go, yes. And so my grandpa value just skyrocketed then, okay? And then I stand with like Superman in the Superman pose, and it's all good, So it makes me feel good too in that respect.
So where can people find you on Facebook or on?
We're on Facebook. We got 2 sites on Facebook. You can also catch us out at www.fiveguysnamed.com. And you always got to spell the word 5 out, F-I-V-E.
Okay.
And all Moe is spelled with an E, not just M-O, with an E. Right. So that's a big deal. You'll be amazed how many times we get so many variations on a theme. It's not funny, So, but yeah, that's where you can find us. And the Moheads are always there, and we update it on a regular basis. Roman does our website for us.
Right, that's what I heard.
So it's very nice. He does a hell of a job with that, and we're happy about that. And
Romo,
that's exactly right. So, but we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for what Bob's done also in the band over the years. He's been a staple calling PA forever, and we had the big PAs and stuff. He did all that crap. He did all the grunt work back then.
You're with me, brother. That's what I did for many years.
I'm telling you, man.
I hauled the gear. I drove the truck and hauled the gear.
I'm the PR guy, and he's the grunt guy. That's the thing, and that's what it was, And
it's good to split. Everybody's got to split up your duties. Absolutely.
You got to have that,
Absolutely, you got to split up the duties.
I got flyers in my pocket all the time to hand out to people. Hey, come see the show.
I will thank you guys. Appreciate it.
No, thank you guys. Good to see you, and you're sticking around for some songs, right?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
we will.
All right.
Okay, it's Jose Rivera and Bob Muraida. I got it right again. This is
I got to buy you a beer now. We got to change that.
And Paul Martin.
See you next time.
Rock on, y'all.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed our interview with Five Guys Named Moe.
Make sure you subscribe and visit us at www.rockandrollchicago.net. You never want to miss an episode.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Rock and roll Chicago. Rock and roll Chicago, my hometown. Well, I was born in the city, gonna rock the city, Chicago. Chicago rock and rollers are the best here out around. You don't believe me, baby? Come on down to Chicago. Well, I was born in the city. Chicago rock and rollers are the best